Hi, I'm Michelle Pappas with Berkshire Hathaway Home Sale Realty. I have been doing real estate for 17 years now. I began my career in real estate when I was working for a corporate housing company, helping top executives move to the area. And after 4 years of helping executives, I decided it was time to get my license and start helping them with the process instead of just referring it out to other agents, since we had already built that rapport together. In 2004 to 2008, I obtained a job with the Ritz-Carlton, Inner Harbor, Baltimore, helping sell the luxury condos down there. And then after that, I left to go back to residential real estate in 2008, and I have been in the residential sales since then, helping buyers and sellers sell their homes, prepare their homes, and look for the right house. I really got into real estate because I love to help people. I look at it as a very important job to find the right home. It's a very big purchase, and we try to make it as stress-free as possible because there's so many moving parts. So we have a very supportive staff that helps in that process to help prepare the home and or the tools to get the buyers ask the right questions so you find the right home for them. In real estate, I have a husband and 2 sons. My oldest son is 12 and he is going into the 7th grade at Gilman. He plays club lacrosse and club soccer. We actually just finished up lacrosse season. And my younger son is 9 and he is going into the 4th grade at Cathedral. He also plays club lacrosse and club soccer. So my time is busy on and off the fields with them. When I'm not working or with the boys, I like to run. With the pandemic, I wasn't able to do the races, but I've just started signing up again for races. I love its proximity to everything. You've got great restaurants, hospitals. You can get to northern Baltimore County in 10 minutes. You can get to Baltimore City in 10 minutes. And it's got a mix of people that live here, from college students to kids in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and older. So it's got a lot of culture and blend of people. This past year, the inventory has been really low and the demand has been very high. And with that, we've seen rising prices in a point that it reminds me back of 04, 05, height of the market that we had, but the conditions have been different. The interest rates have been extremely low as well, which has made me less worried than what we experienced before. It's very competitive and it's very challenging. So I'd say when we started seeing multiple offers, it really started in January. It took a little bit to figure out exactly what you needed to do, but now I have a good idea typically, and a lot of times it's asking the right questions, honestly, whether it's a hot market like this or not, asking the right questions of the agent, trying to make it as clean as possible, but I'm also very protective of my clients. So, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable at any point in time. And a lot of the terms and conditions that we are having to offer to secure these buyers' properties is very uncomfortable. So me personally like to make sure the client is first and foremost comfortable with what they're doing. From a purchase standpoint, many of the escalations are way above what should be market value, to waiving appraisal contingencies, to declining inspections, all of those things. In this particular market, I have been outlining to them in an email just so that they're prepared if they're unaware of the current conditions, to know in order to secure a house and this type, please understand you may need to do this, this, and this. That way they're knowing up front. Me personally, I have not had one buyer I've worked with where I have declined inspections. I think it's really important, whether they're a first-time home buyer or been a buyer, to have an inspection. You can still do as is and secure a property, but you should know what's going on in a property before you buy it, especially with well and septic and water quality and all that stuff. Find an agent who knows what they're doing. They're educated on the market, they have experience, and that can guide them and be honest with them, and they want to be able to trust them. A lender is also extremely important. You want to have a good lender that knows that's behind you, along with a title company. I mean, we all work together, cohesive team, and if one part's not right, it won't be smooth for them. But they really need somebody who guides them. And as far as home buyer in this market, again, I would go back to waiving those inspections. I think it's fine to do as is, but I would highly recommend that they at least get an inspection. If nothing else, they're buying their first home. They don't know the ins and outs of a home 9 out of 10 times. Use it as a learning experience. I think Towson's always going to remain a strong market. We've got hospitals right here. We've got universities right here. It's centrally located. There's great schools. So Towson has a lot of great things going for it. The market, I mean, I don't think anybody knows for sure. None of our balls are as crystal clear as they were years in the past. They're saying that interest rates are going to stay low through 2021, which I think is true. They'll probably stay in the 3s. I think that's helping the current market we have. I'm seeing more inventory go on, and I'm seeing things stabilize a little bit more. So I would think 2022, there's going to be even more inventory. But if you are to pull in the area any particular data from this year versus last year, the year before, you would be blown away how low the inventory is. It's still very low. Well, first it would go back to those questions of where they wanted to be and their hot points, because every buyer has different wish list, from style of home to whether schools are most important, where their job's located. Towson offers a lot of those things for buyers from a location standpoint. If they're working downtown, it's easy to get to. If they have kids, they still have great schools. If they're a doctor, they may work at one of the local hospitals, which is right nearby. You've got restaurants and all kinds of things right at your fingertip too. So from a convenience standpoint, a lot of times people relocating here from big cities like Towson, they feel safe, they feel comfortable, they have everything at their fingertips without having to live downtown. I have a lot of favorite restaurants. Pierce's, which is about 10 minutes from the Towson area, just opened over the last year and a half and has become one of my favorite restaurants. It's an Indian restaurant that used to be in the city, and they relocated out there. But within Towson itself, there's a lot of great sushi restaurants. I'm a big sushi fan. And then there's very casual spots to hit too that are great. Stoneley's one of my favorite, just for the charm of the houses and the great schools and a community feel within. They're really, most people I know that have lived there from the start like to stay in Stoneley. There are a lot of great parks close by. Stony Run's one of my favorite parks that's very close to Towson. It's about 10 minutes away. Again, convenient to different schools and Towson itself. So Towson has a lot of great different events. They just had, for the 4th of July, they had a parade. The past year, they haven't been able to have a lot of the normal events. The Charles Street 12 miler is a race I typically do every year that starts right at Kenilworth and goes right through Towson, all the way downtown through Charles Street, which is one that I enjoy because you get to see the scenic route along the way. But as far as charitable events, I have been working for the Sunshine Kids to help raise money for them for the last I want to say it's been 10 years now. And the Sunshine Kids is an organization that raises money for kids undergoing cancer treatments. And there are Sunshine Kids at University of Maryland Hospital as well as Hopkins. And the money that's raised helps them to get out and do fun things. So I help chair in that committee for within Berkshire Hathaway. We have golf tournaments and we've had silent auctions and all kinds of different things. Well, you've got the Lockhaven Reservoir, which is awesome. It has great trails for hiking, biking, running, fishing. That's probably my favorite that I feel like people know about, but they don't realize how expansive it is. There's many different points that you can enter onto the trail. You can find me if you're looking for a real estate agent that has experience, whether you're buying or selling. I'm part of the Perlow Home Group at Berkshire Hathaway. You can find us via the website through Berkshire Hathaway or perlowhometeam.com. I'm also on Facebook